Hello and welcome back, TCG fans, Transformer TCG fans. Wanted to just go something over super quick, and that's some more cards that my buddy has made. I got the sun kind of on me. And there are two of his characters that look really good. I'm going to go over on another video. But today let's look at Misfire. Misfire's, it was a Target Master originally, years ago, and he didn't make it in Wave 5, and he found some just, maybe it's Legends artwork, but just really great artwork. I always just give a tribute to original artists under illustration. And he's a 9-star Whaling Shooter, did I say that right? Decepticon. In alt mode, he's a plain and a ranged traded character with 3 to attack, 12 health, and 2 to defense. And he's very similar to Mind Wipe, I think. The bat character. I think I got his name. Mind something. So when this character attacks, choose a battle icon color. Then your opponent reveals the top card of their deck. If it has a battle icon with the chosen color, this gets +2 to attack, so it goes from 3 to 5 until end of battle. If the revealed color does not match, this takes 1 damage. So if you have a real good idea of what your opponent's color deck is, mostly if it's mostly, I don't know, orange and black, and you say and you tap him to attack and say I choose the color black, and they have to reveal the top of their card. If it has got a black pip, you're going to get +5 to attack. If you get it wrong, he's going to have to take a damage for it, so you are going to get a penalty when you're wrong. So when he flips over to bot mode, it's not right. And when he flips over to bot mode, his attack goes up to 2, and his defense stays at 2. When you flip to this mode, move 1 damage from this to a tapped character. So that's a nice trick, because you normally don't see when you flip to this mode with bot modes. I mean, we have a few that were official like that, and some mostly were in Wave 5, from what I understand. I think we even had someone from Wave 1 that may have had that trait, that action. So that's Misfire. He's got the B&A logo down there, and it's an uncommon. It's an uncommon character. So there's that. Up next, let's kind of look at just a few cards. Sort of in the same vein as Brass Knuckles, we have Double Strike, which has a picture of Prowl and Barricade fighting each other. It is a white and black pip utility that gives simply bold 2, and I made it a common. So that's Double Strike. Don't know if we've gone over some of these or not. Cannon Blast we have gone over, and after he made it, he wanted to be a black pip card, and I think we played with it some, and I'm thinking there's something missing here, and I realized what it was, because I'm thinking, what's the use of having Cannon Blast if we can have a Fusion Bore that does this a lot better? And I realized this needs a green pip, so we can get this on the flip. And so it is a green and black and green pipped. I don't know why the MSC likes changing stuff every now and then. Upgrade weapon with 1 to attack and pierce 1. When you put this on a character, you may play another Cannon Blast. Up to 3 Cannon Blasts can fit in 1 weapon slot. So while Fusion Bores, you can't exactly get back on the flip because it's not green pip, Cannon Blast can do that. And if you hold them in your hand, like say War of Attrition, boom, 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 you've got 3 Cannon Blasts on your character. If you have the shoulder holster utility, yeah, you can put a fusion bore on it too, or 6 more. Well, you can't put 6 more. You can only have 3 of the same card in a deck. Anyway, so that's Cannon Blast. We fixed that with a green pip. It was that simple. And let's, okay. Then the next one he did is, he's not a fan of pierce damage. When he feels like he's losing because I've got a little pierce, he doesn't like it, then he wins anyway. I kid you not, I'm a witness. Living Shield. It's a star card because it's orange and blue with orange and blue. Now, on the bottom, it's an upgrade. It's an armor with +1 to attack and +1 to defense. Since it is orange and blue for the flip, he gave it a star card. But here's the icing on the cake. The upgraded character cannot take pierce damage. So it's an armor that helps a character not be able to take pierce. It's going to give them +1 to attack and +1 for defense. It's a picture right out of the '86 movie when Hot Rod anticipates Megatron, who can turn into a gun, grabbing for a gun to shoot Optimus from the old '86 movie, and got the upper hand because he did tend to shoot Prime in the same spot and hit him in the same spot over and over and over again. Anyone notice that? Right in his left side right there, as if that was some sort of weak spot. So that's Living Shield. It's going to give attack and defense on the flip, 1 to attack and defense as an upgrade, and it's going to prevent, as an armor, any character from getting pierced. It cannot take pierce damage. And then I think we've gone over those before. So let's look at Primus real quick. Primus is the Guardian of Peace. He's a Mondo character, not large. Mondo. No, I think in Octagon it shows it's extra large, but I like Mondo. Primus. He's a specialist in planet in alt mode. He is a 25-star character. He fills it up. 5 to attack, 30 health, and 3 to defense. Once Primus's total damage reaches 15, this has 1 additional weapon, armor, and utility slot. So once you get Primus's health down by half, it opens up double slots for each weapon, armor, and utility. This is pretty strong. And then once per game, we have in parentheses, you may choose a 4-star or less character you own from outside the game and place it in the battlefield untapped in alt mode. So you can bring in like 1 extra character for extra power, and not just defeat your opponent with Primus alone. Hey, bring on a 4-star character as well, and let them know just how much you don't like them, and just pummel them with their cards and their decks. So that's Primus as just alt mode. Flipping to bot mode, I did make him an SRT, so forget about having this guy in a Junkion setting. He's ranged and still planet mode. So he went from specialist and planets to ranged. We kept the planet trait on both sides of the coin here. His attack goes up to 2. His defense his attack goes up to 7. His defense comes down to 2. Once Primus's total damage reaches 15 or more, 15 or more? Now that I say that, once his damage reaches more than 15 damage. Okay. This has it's the same thing. And then it's got so that verbiage is the same on both sides, which I guess it really, goes to show you don't really have to have that on both sides, but we wanted to reiterate it. Just because you flip him doesn't mean you're going to be taking any upgrades off. And normally I remember watching Wasi plays when the game was new. Basically, when a character has a certain trait, that's how weapon upgrades get introduced onto the game field. And then once it's introduced into the game field, if something triggers for upgrades to be moved, say like band swap parts, then it can move to another character. It just has to be introduced into the game with the right trait for it to be put on, say like a melee or a ranged or whatever, if it's something idiomatic to that effect. But once you get into the game, you can actually move it around, from what I understand. So once you open up, kind of like an Ironhide, the Ironhide that I made, I think, where once you flip him from alt the bot back to alt, then you open up another weapon slot for him. So, and it's just, till the end of the game, he can have 2 weapon slots, just like Living Weapon Megatron, who can have, multiple weapon slots, etc. But not multiple weapon slots. I think he can have weapons in he can hold weapons in all of his upgrade slots. I think that's it. It's been a while since I've looked at Living Weapon Megatron. But anyway, if this character would take non-attack damage, instead it takes that much damage -2. So, and Buddy and I haven't really done anything to that effect where, we do have some non-attack damage battle cards that does 3. Not Leap of Faith. 2 actions. Like Elite 1. What am I thinking of here? I've got it in my Satilicon deck. It's the star card where you can do 3 attack. Well, it's would give this Primus in this mode 1 damage instead of 2, or unless you have something else that prevents non-attack damage on a character. So there's that. And then we also created Primus Unleashed. Why is it showing action? This should be a weapon. It keeps changing these my stuff in here. I don't know why. Primus Unleashed, which is an upgrade weapon card that is also black and orange, but put on Primus only. So only Primus can equip this. When Primus attacks and you do not flip a green and a black, scrap this card after battle. So you're going to want some green and black pips in your deck with Primus. And then you can get this back on the flip as well. So there's that. Very fun character. Once he made it and he put it out on Facebook, people are like, "Oh my gosh, I gotta print that out. That's awesome." So that was very popular. Cannon Blast seems to be perfectly fine little card. Seems in the right direction. Double Strike, ditto. Primus Unleashed seems, to fall right in line with, say, Agility of Bumblebee, or Ironhide's, I forgot his weapon card, etc., etc., with not just, the pip colors and associated with the ability and everything. So, I got to get back to work here. My break's over. But let's go look at one more, and it is an action, and it's showing action, so yay. Sneak Attack. It's a black and blue action card. Choose a character. It has Pierce 2 until end of turn. I don't know if we have anything quite like that, and it's a really cool image. I don't know where he found it from. He sends me the images, and we'll make cards out of them. And this is all from his mind. Just some really solid stuff. Probably better than my stuff. Though I've got some pretty good, neat cards that are intricate, that work in certain situations. His are a lot more user friendly, I guess you could say, with a little more oomph and a little more impact. And it shows, because I'll use a lot of my cards. Sometimes I might sprinkle in some art cards, some of his cards. We've played against each other, and then he'll be like, I don't like that card. Oh, that's my card, isn't it? I'm like, yeah, this is your card, dude. You made this, and you don't like it when it's against you? Interesting. So I'm not talking bad about you. I'm just saying it like it is. Kind of like my grandmother, if she was still alive, she told you like it was, whether you liked it or not. And you loved her, but you hated her all at the same time. So there's that. So we went over Cannon Blast, Double Strike, Living Shield. We went over Misfire and Primus, a Mondo card, and Primus Unleashed and Sneak Attack. Wow, that's a lot for about 15 minutes. So more to come. We'll see you next time. And as always, transform and let's roll for it.